Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Now at 10, the death of a mother and her 3 children shaking up a community in Danbury. They've gathered tonight to pray and remember their loved ones.
And a look at the statistics. A deadly year on Connecticut highways, and the number of wrong-way drivers are exceptionally high. We'll look at what the state is planning to do to correct it.
And tonight's the night, the Mega Millions drawing that could make someone mega billions. We'll have the latest on the jackpot and talk to some people who really want to win it. Community members continue to mourn the loss of a Danbury mother and her children 2 days after a murder-suicide at a home on Whaley Street. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Fox 61's Alicia Machado joins us live from Danbury tonight after attending a vigil held in honor of that family. Alicia.
Yeah, it was an emotional night for family, friends, and community members who gathered to remember the lives lost in this tragedy as they stood together and prayed, trying to process what happened. A memorial grows outside of a home on Whaley Street, where a mother and her 3 children were found dead Wednesday night. Family, friends, and community members gathered to remember the lives taken too soon. 12-year-old Junior, 10-year-old Jocelyn, and 5-year-old Janelle Penjon, and their mother, 36-year-old Sonia Loja. Dozens gathered together for a vigil to pray, sing, and stand together as they honored their loved ones.
We have to support anybody in Danbury need to help. So for me, very sad, but I'm very happy because we stay together.
A local community group bringing coffee and bread and helping with the vigil is a way to show their support for the family. She says, I'm a mother. I know there's a lot of parents here. We don't know what happened here, only God. We can't judge because we are all human. Adding that the Hispanic community in Danbury is united as the family bears this great pain. Danbury police say the preliminary investigation indicates Loja strangled her children before taking her own life. The medical examiner's office confirmed for Fox 61 the cause of death. Loja died from hanging herself and the 3 children from being strangled. Community members we spoke with are shocked to hear of the news.
Mental health it's a serious thing, and unfortunately it came to this. So, you know, my kids are my world. I can't imagine. And I just feel so bad for the dad.
And the local Ecuadorian Civic Center saying they want to be there for all members of the Ecuadorian community and support each other. The president, a father himself.
Father of 2 daughters, it's sad. So happens not just here, every day in our country, around USA. We are concerned to every Ecuadorian family who came from our country.
Now, Danbury Public Schools will have support services available for students, staff, and family members at Morris Street School and Westside Middle School Monday from 10 a.m. to noon. Now, also, help is available for anyone in need of assistance 24 hours a day at the Suicide and Crisis Hotline. Just call or text 988. We're live in Danbury tonight. Alicia Machado, Fox 61 News.
It is such a heartbreaking story, Alicia. Thank you. We're going to pivot now, take a look at the weather. Once again, had some rain coming through the state, but not enough, and not everybody who wanted it got it.
I know. We just aren't really getting a lot of rain from these systems. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now. Okay, Rachel, when's the next chance?
I feel bad bragging, but I could just smell that recent rainfall smell when I was coming back from my dinner break tonight. And don't worry, in southern Connecticut, where you really haven't seen very much, notice the last few frames of this, we're starting to see that rain fill in a little bit more. And even this area here south of Fairfield County, it looks promising for parts of southern Connecticut here as we move through the coming hours. But right now, congratulations, Camden, Avon, Simsbury. You guys are getting the jackpot with some rain right now. But the same is true for a lot of Hartford, Tolland, and Windham counties where there's a steady light rain falling. I mean, I want to be careful not to advertise this as being, you know, just the ticket, just what we need, a drought-busting rain, because none of those things are true. But do you see this area of showers? Again, I think that's going to continue to work into parts of southern New Haven, Middlesex, and even eventually New London counties. So I think areas south and east of I-84 will see more rain as we head through the overnight hours. This should be gone, though, by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. And the rest of the weekend is going to be warm and dry with low levels of humidity. Temperatures right now in the mid-70s to right around 80 degrees. Overnight lows right around 70. And tomorrow looks like a real beaut. Lots of sunshine. High temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 80s as we head through the afternoon. And a nice evening ahead, too. But next week turns hot. Your full forecast coming up.
Rachel, thank you. Well, new at 10 tonight, Governor Ned Lamont taking steps to combat the rising trend of wrong-way crashes here in Connecticut. During a Chair's Bond Commission meeting today, the governor said $20 million will go toward purchasing and installing advanced wrong-way driving technology along state roads and highways. 15 wrong-way crash signs, I should say, will be equipped with a camera that will trigger flashing lights if someone drives the wrong way. There have been 11 deadly wrong-way accidents this year in the state, resulting in 20 deaths. In 2020, there were 3 deadly wrong-way accidents and 4 in 2021.
Shocking. You heard the descriptions in there. How this wrong-way driving is accelerating. What does that mean out there? Obviously, coming out of the pandemic, we saw a lot of people driving like a bat out of hell and some extreme driving behavior.
Accidents are increasing across the country. Wrong-way driving seems to be following that. It's a bit of a mystery. The infrastructure hasn't changed in the past 3 years, but the rate of crashes has.
Officials say about 80% of the accidents involve drivers impaired by alcohol or other substances.
Just this month alone, there have been 5 wrong-way crashes on Connecticut roads, 2 of them deadly. The most recent one happened Thursday morning on I-95 North in New Haven. One of the drivers was sent to the hospital with serious injuries. And last Saturday in Bridgeport, one person was killed, another seriously injured in a wrong-way crash on I-95 South in Bridgeport. On July 17th, another wrong-way crash in Griswold on I-395. No one was injured. And then on July 11th, 3 people were hurt, one pretty seriously after a crash on Route 8 in Waterbury. And on July 10th, one person was killed after a wrong-way crash on I-291 in Manchester. Governor Lamont says state police have increased patrols and other enforcement, attempting to put a stop to these wrong-way drivers.
An unsolved deadly shooting case in New Haven is leading to the state offering a reward for information. 19-year-old Kiana Brown Burgess sleeping on a friend's couch at a home on Valley Street back in June of 2020 when a bullet fired from outside came through the wall and killed her. And with still not enough leads, the state has now approved a $25,000 reward for information, leading to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for killing Burgess.
I can't tell you, and the mayor already said it, how many great stories of this young woman that we heard. And I'll get emotional about it because I remember, just like you do.
I remember when it happened, I tried to take matters into my own hands, and I was canvassing in the streets over here asking questions and walking up to people I didn't even know.
You can call or text the New Haven PD's anonymous tip line, but if you want the reward, you cannot be anonymous.
A suspect has been arrested in a home invasion caught on camera in Wolcott. Michael Moniz was arrested in police custody. He was already in police custody. He's facing criminal charges now in Waterbury. He now faces robbery, home invasion, and larceny charges after that incident in Wolcott. We showed you video last week that appeared to show Moniz entering a woman's garage, pushing her to the ground and then taking off with her car. Fox 61 spoke with that victim about what happened.
Then when I got to the door and was going to ask him what was he doing in the garage, and that's when he pushed me back.
Moniz is currently being held on $750,000 bond.
A bank robbery suspect in Naugatuck captured by police less than 24 hours after the incident. Police say 43-year-old Michael Aldridge handed over a note demanding money at the People's United Bank inside the Stop and Shop on Rubber Avenue Thursday afternoon. No word how much the suspect took from the bank. The city of Hartford is on a quest to transform and revamp neighborhoods to help residents. And a new program to make that happen just finished its second home. Fox 61's race and culture reporter Raquel Harrington gives us a look at the positive impact.
Ralph Knighton grew up right here in Hartford's northeast area.
I know what it was when I was, small and everything.
A native and current resident in the neighborhood, he's witnessed it change over the years.
When I grew up here, Hartford was a viable, progressive city. And to see it decline as it has, it kind of hurts because I know what it can be.
But now he says it's reemerging.
And now people are realizing that in order to stabilize these areas, they have to work with the residents and provide opportunities for the residents.
This is why the city of Hartford formed a partnership with the Hartford Land Bank that makes it possible to transform blighted properties like this into this, a completely remodeled 1910 wood frame 3-family home.
We want to continue to transfer as many properties as we can into the land bank's hands so that we can magnify the impact of transformations like this in neighborhood after neighborhood around the city of Hartford.
And there's an emphasis on keeping those involved local.
The majority of properties are registered to LLCs owned by investors from out of state. And those dollars, as you look around this community, millions of dollars, leave our community to go to out-of-state investors.
This is why longtime Hartford resident Jose Salazar was brought on to develop this property. He says he hopes this will create a ripple effect to help the community thrive.
Hopefully, more developers, more even homeowners will look at the properties next to them or around the neighborhood and do the same, or at least try to improve a little bit and make Hartford look better.
Ralph says it's refreshing to see his neighborhood uplifted.
For the most part, blighted properties and abandoned properties are used for illegal activities. And so seeing them being brought back and providing housing for the families and things, that's a great thing.
In Hartford, Raquel Harrington, Fox 61 News.